Hey guys, welcome to Keondre and Frank's podcast. I'm Keondre,
I'm Frank.
and this is the show where we give you the basic rundown on things that are happening in the media, such as comic books, movies, TV, video games occasionally. Happy Homecoming week. Spider-Man Homecoming recently has the highest grossing, on Rotten Tomatoes of any Spider-Man movie. I didn't know about that. I didn't find out till the other day. Its tomato meter is 93%, and its want to see is 99%. It's now going to be 100 because I just clicked want to see. But that's impressive for a Spider-Man movie. First off,
Yeah.
that especially considering the fact that you have Spider-Man 2, which is said to be the best Spider-Man movie of all time. Actually, a lot of people say it's one of the best comic book movies of all time. I kind of actually might have to agree with that. That actually is kind of my favorite.
It's definitely up there.
Mm-hmm. Sorry about that. But without any hesitation, we're gonna go right into the news. But we're gonna stick on the topic of Spider-Man because we have some Spider-Man stuff. First thing we have is, I guess we'll go into the Miles Morales thing. So recently, Kevin Feige said in an interview, he said that Spider-Man, he is Spider-Man, that Miles Morales does in fact exist in the MCU. We know this already off the bat because we recently also, I forgot to put this in, Donald Glover's character is confirmed to be Aaron Davis, aka the Prowler, which is Miles' uncle in the comics. And it is confirmed that he does have a nephew, and I think he references it in the movie, someone said. But when he talked about Miles, I don't know. Wait, did Tom? Okay, never mind. This is Tom Holland talking about Miles Morales being confirmed, but Kevin Feige did confirm it. He did confirm that they're not gonna. That's not something they want to focus on right now, but they are. It is in a lot of the stuff from the Spider-Man universe. Is in the MCU already. But this is basically what Tom Holland had to say about it. That would be something that I would be very up to doing. It's something that would really hope to I would really hope to happen, Holland explained. I think Miles Morales is a great character. I think it would be fantastic to have an actor of color playing a superhero on screen. And I just think it's going to be something very cool and something very exciting for this universe. Okay, I kind of always knew they were going to do Miles anyways, so, it's not a shock. Even though they are kind of butchering Miles' origin with Peter's a bit, because when Peter became Spider-Man, he didn't really have any friends at the time, and now he does because he has Ned Leeds, who should be Gank, however the fuck you say it. How do you feel about it?
I honestly...
That's it?
Yeah, I don't know. It's great.
Yeah. I think it's really cool how popular Miles has become.
Oh, definitely.
Within the span of just a couple years.
Almost 6 years.
That's crazy.
I think he appeared in 2011, if I'm correct.
I was in 5th grade when I first heard about Miles Morales. And I was like, it's interesting to me. I didn't think it was real at first. But then, I saw it and everything, and I was just like, oh, okay, so that is real, that's a thing. And I didn't like it at first, but now I'm okay with it. I still think that he probably has hands down one of the best Spider-Man costumes of all time.
But, my favorite costume is Ben Reilly as Spider-Man. But
no, I'm still a Ben Reilly hoodie guy. That's still going to be my favorite Ben Reilly costume. I like his Spider-Man costume.
I'm talking about out of, Spider-Man costumes. I really love his hoodie costume. But out of Spider-Man costumes, the Ben Reilly Spider-Man costume is my favorite.
Oh, okay, alright. I don't know. I still think that Superior is probably my favorite soup. I don't know. I don't really like the tentacle thing at first. Not tentacle thing, like the spider legs.
Yeah.
Because I thought Doc Ock and everything, and I thought tentacles, but I was like, oh wait, no, he's a spider. What the fuck? But so sticking in the topic of the Spider-Man not really, not really Spider-Man universe. Okay. So in the never-ending sea of Venom news, in the back and forth on whether or not Venom is in the MCU or not, we finally have. First, it was Venom's in the same universe, and it was no, he's not. And it was like no, he's in the same reality. Well, now we have the official confirmation that Venom is not in the MCU, and that Tom Holland's Spider-Man will not be appearing in the film. This is what Kevin told Variety. He said no. No, I think the folks there are making a great Venom movie, and I don't know much about it, but I know they're off to a good start with Tom Hardy. So basically, our Venom dreams are crushed because we're not going to see Tom Hardy as Venom in Spider-Man, and we're not going to see Tom Holland face off against Tom Hardy as Venom. And I'm mad about that because I would have really have loved to see that happen. Also, I also didn't put this in too, but this is kind of relevant. We could talk about it. Carnage was confirmed for the Venom movie as the main villain, and Cameron Monaghan, aka Jerome, if you guys know him from Gotham. I know him mostly as Ian from Shameless, but he wants to play Carnage, and he looks just like Cletus Cassidy. And I was just like...
And I mean, like, who else would you have for the villain of Venom?
There's not really anyone else you can do, yeah. Unless you do, like, two Venoms, you do Agent Venom versus, like, Eddie Brock. No, Eddie Brock Venom.
Yeah, and then that would really set the bar on this is not in the MCU, because then they would have to cast a Flash Thompson. Because Flash Thompson's Agent Venom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That would be interesting, but I'm okay with it being Carnage because, like you said, I mean, besides, there's not really many Venom villains you can go off.
Unless you want to pull, like, some other obscure symbiote out of the blue.
Like Toxin or something.
I was about to say Toxin.
Toxin will be a sequel, probably. But, I think, well, not even that, though. If you're not going to do it in the MCU, that's fine. But at least have, like, someone, I don't know. Like, if you're not going to do Ben Reilly, have Ben Reilly already exist in that. Oh, no, because it's so Peter Parker, kind of. You have to have Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then again, you can't do Spider-Woman because you also need Peter Parker. You can't do Miles Morales because you need Peter Parker. This whole entire Venom, like, thing is just fucked, honestly. You can't have Venom without Spider-Man. Also, I'm going to go off on a little rant here for a second. But I'm really sick and tired of people saying, like, oh, you know what? Well, you gotta have Venom. You have to have Spider-Man there because of Venom and everything like that. But you need Spider-Man in the symbiote suit long enough to even adapt to a Venom thing. People are saying, like, oh, yeah, you know what? After Infinity War, in the Spider-Man sequence and everything, Eddie Brock becomes Venom. Yeah, but you're not really taking that much time to even pace out the symbiote story. Like, you don't have to go on and do it for, like, 2 movies, but pace it out at least in the span. That's why I think doing, like, this is how the best way you could have did it. You could have, at the end of it, like, during Infinity War, Peter gets the symbiote suit during that battle. Goes back to Earth, has that symbiote suit on. In the Spider-Man sequel, you pace it out. Like, you pace the sequel out, story-wise. You can do, like, time jumps from a couple months or so. It could be like, oh, Spider-Man loses control over battle in Times Square or something like that. And then, like, just keep doing headlines like that. And then you just do the Venom thing. That's how you perfectly pace out having Venom in there and having it. You have enough. You don't really have enough time with Peter Parker in it. I don't know. I mean, that's personally just me. I don't know.
And I agree with that.
Yeah, but sticking on the topic of the Venom movie, Amy Pascal recently was talking about the director, Ruben Fleischer, and for those you don't know, he directed Zombieland. She was recently talking about the tone of Venom and talking about the director. She said, well, Ruben Fleischer is very talented, ironic, funny guy. He did a great job with Zombieland, Pascal reflected. So when you think of that mixed with Venom, I think that tells you what it should be. So basically Zombieland except with Venom. Whereas Venom with the same tone as Zombieland.
Okay, I guess.
I mean, yeah, there's not really much to go off of that. Like,
Eh.
I mean, I love Zombieland.
Well, I think everyone does.
I'm excited for that inevitable sequel that we're supposed to be getting, which I don't think is going to happen anytime soon.
Well, I mean, we do have that awesome, like, Amazon Video thing.
What? Oh, the pilot to when they were going to reboot the whole entire thing and do it as a TV show. Yeah, I still haven't watched that yet. I saw the trailer and I said, no. I said, that's alright. Alright, I don't know. You have to sell me on this Venom movie. For the main thing that's going to sell it for me, though, is how he looks. Because, like, he needs to be big, bulking Venom. With, like, the white emblem on his chest. Unless they want to go the Ultimate Spider-Man route and not give him the logo to be like, oh, Spider-Man doesn't exist in this universe, just Venom does. So, I mean, you could do that. How much I've heard they didn't do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's that. I mean, we're going to go back into the MCU, though, because we have some Avengers Infinity War stuff. First thing, I want to get this out of the way, because it's kind of a quickie. Benedict Cumberbatch and all of them, just, the guy who played Wong, I don't know his name, and, what's his name, Mark Ruffalo, are now on set.
How do you forget his name?
I know. Because I thought of Edward Norton, because I was watching a movie with Edward Norton in it last night, and he played Hulk before Mark Ruffalo, so. But, they all appeared in Atlanta for filming, and there's that. But we also have our first look at the Iron Man armor for, I was going to say Civil War, Infinity War, and this is probably by far my favorite Iron Man armor.
Yes.
It's only the torso mostly that we see, but I like it. I like it a lot, actually. Everyone keeps saying this, too. It's very organic looking, and what I mean by that, like, it doesn't look like big, bulky, like, metal Iron Man suit. Like, it looks like Asgardian armor, almost, especially in the torso part.
Oh, yeah.
And some people are thinking that this might be a version of the Superior Iron Man suit mixed with the Extremis Iron Man suit, which was like an all-organic suit that he had back in the comics way back when, and I think it was making him sick at one point. I think it almost killed him, but I'm not sure. I'm not really a big Iron Man fan, so I really don't know much of that story. But I like it. I mean, I can't wait to see it in action.
And you missed a certain part of the photo everyone did. That everyone did
What,
together.
the arc reactor?
Yeah.
What, the fact that Tony Stark has it back, or?
Well, the theory that he has it back, it wasn't confirmed.
Do you know any of the theory?
Well, it's because in that picture, it's like there's a cut down on his shirt, like right where the arc reactor would be.
Oh, yeah, I knew about that, yeah. I feel like that has a story thing to play with it. I don't know, because I have like one or two theories. I have a theory thinking that he's probably going to wind up getting it back. Like, because I feel like Thanos is probably going to do some shit. Maybe he'll have as a secondary, like, heart, like, in case he does die, like, he'll have the arc reactor. Or, like, his regular heart will still be there if the arc reactor gets destroyed. Or it could probably just be a little attachment thing for the suit. I don't know. But, no, I saw that, yeah. I saw Seth photos with the arc reactor just straight on his chest.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's there.
Damn.
Yeah, that's kind of all I really have to say about that. But, one of the interesting things that Kevin Feige talked about in terms of Infinity War, he had this to say. He said, "We're filming in Atlanta right now. It's going very well. It's going very well. And every day there are shots, there are images, there are pairings of characters you never seen before on screen that, again, I'm very lucky to do what I do. I'm very thankful to do what I do. I do it because I geek out for these moments. I geek out for a moment like this. debuting a Spider-Man in the MCU for the first time. In Infinity War, every single shot of every single scene is a geek out moment. So basically, we're gonna see characters together that we haven't seen together yet, like
Captain Marvel.
We'll probably see a scene with Captain Marvel interacting with Captain America or Iron Man, or like we'll see Iron Man and Doctor Strange together in the same scene. And that's just a geek out moment right there. Because you haven't seen it yet, and here it is right here. So I'm really excited about that. I want to see. We don't know. I'm still holding out hope that the Fantastic Four are gonna appear towards the movie or at the end of the movie.
Even though with what we talked about last time,
the kid-friendly Fantastic Four movie. Oh, I just want the Fantastic Four so bad. I don't care about the X-Men. Keep the X-Men where they are.
That's where everyone would yell at you and call blasphemy.
But we don't really need the X-Men as of right now. I
mean, I get that argument, but have you seen the way Marvel has been treating X-Men in anything because of Fox still holding out the rights to the movie? I mean, hell, they took out all the mutants in the new Marvel vs. Capcom.
There's a rumor that we might be getting a DLC with X-Men characters. Because here's what I think is going on. I feel as if Marvel and Fox probably struck a deal. Because on the Contest of Champions game on the mobile phone, there was recently a thing talking about the X-Men characters are in there now. Why would they be in there if something isn't going on? I'm not saying that X-Men is in the MCU, because they're not. I don't think X-Men is in the MCU. I feel like we're getting deals. I feel like deals are being made, but not for X-Men characters, or probably certain X-Men characters. Now, we already have the confirmation that the Skrulls are co-owned, or being shared by both Fox and Marvel. The Watchers are being shared by both Marvel and Fox. Because we saw them in Guardians 2. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen Guardians 2 already.
Oh, fuck you!
And I feel like Galactus and Silver Surfer are there. I feel like they're in Marvel, or either they're co-owned by both companies, Fox and Marvel. I feel like you're probably gonna see Galactus either at the end of Infinity War, or he's probably gonna he'll probably be
the main
at.
Phase 4 to 6 villain.
That'd be cool. I don't know, because I don't think Marvel said they're gonna focus on a big arcing story for a couple phases. I think they just said after Thanos they're gonna take a break and they're just gonna do crossover movies. I feel like they said that at one point, which I'm okay with. I don't care for crossover movies, but I would really like a big story arc to wrap up a couple number of phases. I would love to see Kang the Conqueror as the next Thanos for the next couple of phases. Or I would love to see Galactus as the main villain for the next couple of phases. I feel like for another Civil War type thing, do Secret Wars. But I feel like Infinity War is already kind of Secret Wars.
Yeah, they might just do that.
You can kind of do the legitimate Civil War story and just call that Secret Wars. I mean,
everything's fucked up as it is, so why not?
Yeah. Captain America: The Winter Soldier isn't exactly a page-for-page adaptation of that story. Civil War isn't a page-for-page adaptation of that story, but it's still great. I still love Civil
War.
Really?
I thought... Oh, wait, no, I was about to pull something from a different storyline. Never mind.
Okay, so... Is that all we have for Marvel? I think that's everything for Marvel.
Shit. Well, yeah.
Alright. That's it with Marvel. We're going to shift over to...
Good old DC.
Oh, we didn't put this down. Superman Red Sun movie.
Oh, yes.
Why? So is DC just going to do Elseworld movies now? Has the cinematic universe gotten that bad that they're you know what? let's start doing Elseworld stories.
I mean, we already have a shitty TV show everyone is complaining about, even though that's an Elseworld.
What?
Gotham.
Yeah. Yeah, Gotham's Gotham. But alright, wait. Because Mark Miller recently said that they are talking about it. I didn't really look up all about it because I didn't really care, because I'm just like, yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I'd much rather a legitimate Man of Steel sequel, but someone pitched this on a podcast I was listening to, and this would be really cool. Okay, so instead of doing like the legitimate Red Sun story, you take that title, but you do some elements from that story, and someone said this: what if, instead of having Superman crash land in Soviet Russia, you have it in DCEU, but it's Supergirl instead that lands in Soviet Russia?
Fuck.
And she's Project Red Sun. Except it's S-U-N, not S-O-N.
Really? I wouldn't have guessed that.
But, and the Soviets are training her to fight Superman. Then, like, they can do like a Bucky thing where they brainwash her, and like they make her forget what her mission is, and that's to take care of Kal-El. But then Superman finds out, this is my cousin, and I have to try to snap her out of whatever she's in. And then, like, towards the end of the movie, she just becomes Supergirl.
But here's my problem with this idea. The Soviet Union and Russia disbanded in the 80s, 90s.
Here, I have it right here.
Well, I mean, you could.
She crash lands in Soviet Russia during that time, and they keep her in there training her.
It is stated that in the prequel comic that she is already there.
So there you go. The Soviets just stumbled upon the ship, and they found her, and they just took her, and they've been training her ever since.
Because I mean, we did talk about this last podcast too. Well, about the whole her being there because of the prequel comic. So this takes elements of the prequel comic, just retcons everything else about the prequel comic. Takes some of Red Sun, and bam.
There you go. There's your movie, Superman Red Sun. There you go. Yeah, you can have Supergirl as the villain for the whole entire movie. Oh, but that's just Man of Steel all over again. Instead of mine, so he's not going to snap her neck or anything like that. But also, you'd have to cut out Wonder Woman. Apparently, she plays a big part in that story. You have to cut out Batman, who doesn't have a huge part apparently, but he's in there like enough. So I don't know.
And when they brought back Supergirl in like 2005 or whatever, actual Kara Zor-El, like not right before New 52, but in original DC continuity. When they brought back Kara, in the Superman Batman title, she was briefly brainwashed by Darkseid. And she did fight Superman on Apocalypse. So, her being brainwashed isn't something new.
Oh, yeah.
So it could work out that way.
I feel like that's probably the behind-the-scenes thing. Yeah, probably. But, if DC's just going to do Elseworld movies now, let's say, hypothetically speaking, this is going to be an Elseworld movie. It's not going to be in the DCEU. I want a Kingdom Come movie.
Yes!
I want a Killing Joke movie.
Yeah.
Or, never mind. No, I don't want Killing Joke, because they're just going to use that bad Batgirl subplot.
Well, they probably learned their lesson.
I want... Oh, but you can do this in the DCEU. I was gonna say Red Hood, Lost Days as a movie, but never mind. You can do that as a DCEU movie.
Well, you could do... Right, no, never mind.
Tower of Babel. Oh no, they were gonna do that at one point. I have the perfect pitch for like a Justice League sequel, and it's gonna be based off of Tower of Babel. I'll talk about that some other time. No, wait. Because I want to go into it now. Basically, I just want Batman at the end of Justice League to be like, you know what? I need to prep in case any of these guys go rogue. And then he just starts collecting information on them, and then boom, you got fucking Tower of Babel movie at the end.
Well, at least a lead up to it.
Yeah, lead up to it, yeah.
But here's the thing about that, though. The main reason of Tower of Babel is because of good old Ross, or shall I say Rage Al Ghul. Because isn't he the one that pretty much tells him, oh, Batman has all of this planned and etc. etc.
I didn't know about that. Okay, so whatever, fuck that. That's out of the window now.
Well, I mean, it's a good lead up, and it could be something good for, like, Justice League Part 3 or 4.
Perfect Elseworld story that you can do. Flash Rebirth. Like that series. Not the new Rebirth.
I know what
the
you
original
mean.
Rebirth. That'd be cool. What else could you do?
Well, I mean...
I mean, it could be a DCU movie, but like I said, DC's gonna do Elseworld movies. Do that. Just do that story.
We're missing the perfect Elseworld movie. And it kind of comes right after Flash Rebirth.
What?
But the thing is, I wouldn't think they would do it because of the TV show doing it just this season. Flashpoint.
I feel like Flashpoint is going to be a DCEU movie at some point. I feel like that's probably going to wind up being like Justice League 3 or some shit like that. I feel like that'll be Flash 3 or it'd probably be Justice League 3.
Flash 3 Road to Flashpoint, Justice League 3, Flashpoint.
Oh, you know what? That would be pretty cool. I'm trying to think of some more Elseworld stories. If you guys have any Elseworld stories you'd like to see in the DCU, not in the DCU, but DC do as a movie, let us know in the comments. We're not talking about animated. We're just talking about live action. And now, someone said, too, that this probably could be an animated movie, but I think they said live action, though.
I think I would rather everything be animated.
Ah, really?
Well, not everything. Just when it comes to their non-DCEU stuff.
I don't know. I mean, because their animation hasn't really been good recently. Like, it's just basic. It's like the same art style all the time. Like, the Harley Quinn and Batman movie is the only movie from DC animated right now that has been, like, a different art style in, like, the past.
And don't even get me started on that.
Don't even get me started on Judas Contract.
No, I mean, don't get me started on it because of the fucking... I seen the trailers, and no. Harley's voice, no.
You don't like it?
No.
It's alright. I mean, if you're doing an older Harley Quinn...
Yeah.
I mean, I understand what you mean. Would you rather Tara Strong and her overreaction on Harley Quinn?
Maybe.
Like, her over-the-top performance as Harley Quinn?
Maybe.
No. Because Tara Strong is fucking terrible as Harley Quinn.
Well, that's a Hugh opinion.
Just get the chick who did it in, Arkham. The Arkham
But,
games.
speaking of girls... But wait. Why are we talking about Elseworlds when we're not even finished with DCEU? Because, speaking of girls, Batgirl casting shortlist.
Yes. This is honestly the best piece of news for me this week. And that's kind of saying something. I don't know. It's not really saying much. But yeah, we recently got our first short list for the actresses that are in the run for the Batgirl role. Right off the bat, really surprised that Emma Stone wasn't on this list. She's not on this list.
That's good.
You didn't want Emma Stone as?
I mean, I wouldn't have minded it, but I wouldn't have cared.
Emma Stone for Adam Eve.
Okay, that I could support.
Emma Stone as Adam Eve.
Yes.
Drake Bell and that, not Drake Bell. Zac Efron as Mark Grayson and Emma Stone as Adam Eve. The perfect Invincible movie.
You fucked up.
Now,
but we will be talking about Drake later on.
Now, on this list, well then we have to go back. Oh no, we don't have to go back. Never mind, because it's in the Bat family. So yeah. Now, on this list, someone that I did want for Adam Eve is on this list. Alright, we have Elle Fanning. Now, we all know who Elle Fanning is. Dakota Fanning's little sister. She was in Super 8. She was in Live by Night and Neon Demon. I
haven't seen any of them.
You didn't see Super 8?
No.
Oh. Okay, whatever, fuck it. Either way, Dakota Fanning's younger sister.
Yeah.
We have Olivia Cook, who was in Bates Motel. I'm trying to think. I'm going to Google search right now because I'm thinking of two different actresses right now that were on Bates Motel because I watched Bates Motel for a while.
I watched some episodes because of you watching Bates Motel.
Yeah, it went downhill. Okay, so it is the same girl I'm thinking of. Okay. Yeah, she played some girl that had, like, who was slowly dying, I think, on Bates Motel, and she's, like, Norman's girl? Love interest for a while, kind of. You guys know who I'm talking about. We also have...
You can't assume that. What if they never watched Bates Motel, you dick?
Well, if you haven't seen Bates Motel, then you're not going to know. Oh! Here's a perfect thing. She was in that Ouija movie. That shitty Ouija movie. She was the main character in that movie. Now, Bella Thorne, who I wanted for Adam Eve.
You know what? That's more perfect for Adam Eve than Emma.
Well, I told you before I wanted Bella Thorne as Adam Eve.
Yeah, I know. But I forgot that. But when he said that, I'm just like, ooh, yes.
I don't know how I feel about Bella Thorne being Batgirl. She looks the part, kind of. How young are they planning on going with, like...
I was about to say, what Batgirl are they doing?
I want my Batgirl to be around the same age as Dick Grayson.
No, I mean, what Batgirl are they doing?
They're obviously going to do Barbara. Like, I don't think...
You never know if they will pull a Stephanie Brown.
Don't give us Stephanie Brown!
Well, I mean...
What Batgirl would you want to see on screen?
I would want to see Barbara.
I'm Barbara all the way.
Definitely. But, I mean, if it's not Barbara, then Stephanie Brown.
Oh, well, yeah. But I think they're definitely doing Barbara, without a doubt. Moving on for... I don't know how I feel about her being... Like, I want her to be the same age around, like, Nightwing's age, you know? I don't know. That's just me, though. I'm a purist like that, you know?
Yeah.
We have Catherine Langford from 13 Reasons Why. I'm familiar with her. You haven't seen 13 Reasons Why.
I refuse to see it.
I can go on for hours about why that show is terrible. 13 Reasons Why that show sucks ass. She played the main girl in 13 Reasons Why, the one that killed herself. She played that.
Okay, I've seen images, so...
She's a good enough actress for it. Dye her hair orange, maybe she can... maybe she can play the part. I don't know. We have Margaret Qualley from The Leftovers. Oh, by the way, Catherine Langford, though, is the main one they're looking at the most as of right now. So, we have Margaret Qualley from The Leftovers. I'm not familiar with her. I heard The Leftovers is good. The guy that's doing The Leftovers show is doing The Watchmen show on HBO. We didn't talk about that, I think. We brought up The Watchmen show, but I didn't say who was doing it. Jane Levy from Don't Breathe. So, okay, you know who this is, because she's familiar looking. You probably don't know her by name, but I'm going to show you a picture of her, and you'll know who she is, because you've seen her in almost anything. I know exactly who it is.
Say the name. Oh, yeah.
I think I want her to be Batgirl.
Yes.
Because she looks more like Barbara Gordon than anyone on this list. We have Haley Lou Richardson from Split in Edge of 17. I haven't seen Edge of 17 yet, or Split, both movies I want to see, but I haven't seen them
I
yet.
really want to see Split.
Yeah, I heard it's really good. And we have Naomi Scott from Power Rangers. She played the Pink Ranger. Now, her, I don't know. Because she was good in Power Rangers. I don't know about this. She was alright in Power Rangers. She didn't really do much. Her and Jason were bland in that movie. I'll talk about Power Rangers eventually at some point, and I'll do my review on that.
When you buy the Blu-ray.
Which I'm going to probably wind up buying around sometime this week. But, I'll go on about that. I can go on for hours on why I think Jason and Kimberly could have just stayed out of that movie. First of all, I can go on why I would rather a prequel instead of getting the original team. Because there is... Did I tell you that Zordon was a Power Ranger beforehand, before the original team? Okay. There's an opening scene in that movie on, like, the battle that put the Power Rangers to rest for a while until the original team came along. You could do a prequel movie with that team and then do the sequel as the main team, and I would have been perfectly okay with it. Because I was more intrigued by that story than the fucking, like, the main Power Ranger story with the main kids. But, that's just me. Well, moving away from Batgirl, we're going to shift over to Nightwing, or Robin, or whatever the hell is going on, because Drake Bell has been dropping hints about Robin, about him being Robin in the DCEU. So, a while ago, I think this was last week, yeah, I think it was last week.
Yeah.
He posted a picture of the Robin logo, and he said, "Boy Wonder?" question mark. Not even an hour later, those were deleted. Now, recently, because I saw this, he recently posted a collage of pictures. One was of a knight, and one was of chicken wings. So, Nightwing. Then there was one of this one actor. I think it's another thing dropping Nightwing. I don't know. But, I wouldn't mind Drake Bell as Nightwing.
I would love that.
Bulk him up a little bit more. Now, here's the thing. I wanted Zac Efron as Nightwing, too. But now I want Zac Efron as Invincible so that Drake Bell can't be Invincible. Because I don't want Drake Bell as Invincible. I want Drake Bell as Nightwing.
Either way, he's going to be a Grayson.
Yeah, either... Oh, stop. No, he's not going to be... He's not going to be Mark Grayson. He's not going to be that Grayson. Oh, my God. That's the one thing I don't want. I don't want Seth Rogen to be like, you know what? Drake Bell seems passionate about Invincible. So you know what? Let's just get him and throw him in there. I don't want Drake Bell's whiny voice to be fucking Mark Grayson. Zac Efron's voice is perfect for Mark Grayson. And he doesn't look exactly like Mark Grayson. Dye his hair black, really going to be the perfect Mark Grayson. Yeah. If you're going to... I don't know, though, because can Zac Efron still pull off a high school senior?
I don't know.
Does he look young enough to be a high school senior? I don't know, because
I mean, that's if they don't want to change that little...
Yeah, but... Here's the thing, though, because I know a lot of high school seniors that look like they were, like, 30 years old, so maybe Zac Efron could pull off a high school senior. Drake Bell, I don't know. Maybe? Because he still kind of looks young. But, I don't know. I don't think he can pull off a high school senior. But, like, here's the thing, though. If you're doing the Invincible movie, because we didn't talk about the Invincible movie.
No.
We didn't talk about it. So, like,
because we've been gone for so long.
Yeah. Well, we were supposed to pod the day the news dropped of the Invincible movie. Because I was like, I want to talk about this right away.
Yeah, and I was with you on that, but we just didn't do it for some reason.
But here's the thing, though. What Invincible story do you do for a movie? You have to
Family Matters? Or whatever it's called?
You gotta do that first.
That's what I meant.
Oh, okay. You gotta do that first story. You gotta do the origin story. You gotta do do the story.
Do the great twist at the end.
That's gonna be the end of the first movie right there. That twist will be the end of the first movie. Yeah. That so heartbreaking. So
I know.
Heartbreaking. No, because you are not even close to the good shit that's gonna happen down the road. Cause shit gets fucked in that story down the road.
But that doesn't mean I wasn't hurt by that twist.
No, because it definitely hurts. Like when you find out that he kills the Guardians of the Globe and you find out that he's evil, you're like, oh shit.
And I just realized we did not spoil anything for anyone in the audience because we didn't say who we're talking about.
My God. Once you get to that moment, or at least to the fight, end the movie, or you can end the movie with the fight. End the movie right there. Pick the sequel up right after that fight.
Like when Mark wakes up in that little like white room thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, do that. Or when they're picking him up from the battle scene, just end the movie right there.
That's what I thought you meant. And then the next movie would be with him waking up. Yeah.
I'd be totally okay with that. But there are some story arcs that you could do though that would fit good into movies. But like I said,
the first movie.
You still gotta establish the origin story, yeah, because Invincible is a character not too many people are familiar with. So like you can't right away just go, yep, already he's been established a couple years as Invincible, there you go. It's like, no, you can't do that. You can't just slap him in there and say, oh yeah, well, he's already been Invincible for a while now.
I can't wait to see the Teen.
Oh my God. Yeah, and then you gotta think too.
Rexplode. Who would be Rexplode?
Dave Franco.
Yes.
Already. The only guy you can get for that role. Dave Franco. If not Dave Franco, Avin Jogia, who played Beck on Victorious. You know, got those.
Fuck yes.
Yeah, because he'd probably be, yeah.
Duplicate?
I thought Brenda Song, but she's too old.
Yeah.
And I don't want to cast that actress from, oh no, because Duplicate is so pretty old. I was going to say the actress who played Jubilee in X-Men Apocalypse.
That would be good.
But she's too young. She's too young.
I don't fucking care.
I mean, yeah, she's who I would want, but she's too young. So if I had to go a little bit older, maybe Brenda Song. I don't know.
The voice for the robot, dude.
See, all right, for the robot voice, Patton Oswalt.
Yes.
For those who don't know, Patton Oswalt is the guy who narrates the Goldbergs. He narrates for Adam Goldberg. He's been on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. a lot. He did a narration of my all-time favorite thing. It was the Johnny Lawrence story for Karate Kid. My all-time favorite YouTube video. But, for him for the voice. But, you're not that far yet. No, never mind. I can't say.
Well, we're only talking about the first movie, which will be the first story arc, so yeah.
Okay, but here's what happens down the road of Invincible. This isn't a major spoiler, but Rex goes and volunteers himself to be a body, to clone his body for a robot, because you find out that robot isn't just a robot. He's like some weird, fetus-looking baby type thing, and he's dying slowly.
Fuck?
And he needs a human body to survive, and Rex is I'll volunteer to be the human body, clone for you. So there's two Rexes. But, he's still kind of robot, though, because he still uses a suit and everything like that. But, who else for the teen team? Who else on the teen team?
Why do I think that's it?
Oh, yeah, that is it. Yeah, that's it. I was thinking Monster Girl, but that's not the teen team. That's the new Guardians of the Globe that she's on. So, there's that. Also, alright, getting back into DC, too, because we still have some other DC stuff to talk about. We have Flash stuff. We have some stuff for Flash too. This shocked me when I read it, actually. Because to some people,
Season 4.
This might sound like nothing to anyone, but this is kind of a big deal for me. And I think this is kind of a big deal for story-wise, too. Now, for those of you who haven't seen, this is spoilers for Flash Season 4 finale if you haven't seen it.
You mean Season 3 finale?
Alright, Season 3. Oh my god. My head.
The fuck's wrong with you?
Okay, so, at the end of Season 3, Barry sacrifices himself to the Speed Force. Now, when Barry's leaving, Iris says, Barry, Central City needs a Flash. And then he says they already have one. And, like, pats Wally on the shoulder. Implying that Wally is going to become Flash in Season 4, at least until Barry comes back. I wanted to see Keenan Lonsdale in that Flash suit. I wanted to see that so bad. Well, those dreams are crushed now because he recently said in an interview that Wally will in fact not be the Flash in Season 4. He recently said this. Speaking with Newsweek, Lonsdale was asked if he'd be inheriting the mantle of the Scarlet Speedster in Season 4 and quickly shot down that theory, stating, "It's not something that's on my radar. I feel as though there is so much story to tell and Wally has so much growing to do. I'd like to see that journey continue. That's what I think is important. We need to see how these characters realistically get to where they are headed for." So we're not going to see... Wally's not going to be the Flash. He'll probably still be Kid Flash. I just want to see him in the red suit so bad.
I want to see him in the silver suit.
I want to see him in the Rebirth suit.
Yeah.
They really should have did the Rebirth story. Kind of. But then you have to get into Batman, and we don't have a Batman. Kinda.
But, before we get into games, let's talk about this a little bit, if you want. Because I honestly don't know what to say about this, because I wanted him to be Flash. I would have loved to see him in the red suit. Well, in the Flash suit, but it's what it is.
I thought you were picking cast picking another actor for Flash or something like that. Alright, alright, never mind. I thought something really weird. Yeah, alright, I guess. I'll just Photoshop his face onto the Flash suit and then I'll be like, there you go, that's what he would have looked like. Let's just go into movies and talk about that one movie.
Our trailer review.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright. I said this to you last night, right before you watched the trailer, but I'm going to say it again for the audience. There's horror movies I want to see, but there's no horror movie that I am hyped for. Until now. And that is with the new trailer that came out for the direct to DVD and Blu-ray Cult of Chucky.
Yes. First of all, I was already excited about this movie to begin with. I'm glad that Chucky's going back to horror roots and not that weird comedy bullshit that they were trying to do in Seed. And a little bit in Bride, but the comedy kind of worked in Bride. So, because they didn't stray too far from horror, and like the horror beats and the comedy beats both played at the same time, as opposed to Seed where they just threw jokes in just to have them, like the whole Britney Spears joke. Yeah, the whole Britney Spears joke that was stupid and unnecessary and uncalled for.
Chucky having to jack off.
Oh my god, that was weird too. That whole entire movie is just weird. But alright, so yeah, going into this, I have mixed feelings on Curse. I liked it a lot, but I want it to be longer, you know? What do you want to talk about this trailer first off the bat? I mean, first of all, the Red Band trailer is the trailer to watch.
Yes.
That is the trailer to watch. This... It looks... I don't know.
Promising.
First of all, this is going to be the only trailer we're going to get to, by the way. I'm not confirming this, but we only got, one trailer for Curse when that was first released. But we didn't get a release date. I think they said around Halloween or something like that.
On the trailer, it just says coming soon.
Oh, maybe we might get it earlier than we thought. Because there's already a box art for the Blu-ray and everything like that.
And I really like that box
Yeah,
art.
I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah. I'm curious how big of a role Tiffany and Andy are gonna have.
I know.
Because I know for a while the synopsis said that Andy was going to be battling Tiffany outside of the asylum or whatever, and Chucky was going to be doing mayhem inside, and Fiona was going to be... Not Fiona. Fiona is the name of the actress. Mika, the character from Curse that's returning, is going to be fighting against Chucky inside the asylum.
Alright, in my opinion, the most fucked scene in the trailer is Kansamari.
Oh, that's... Oh god! You know what? I got flashbacks and vibes to Child's Play 3 when I was watching this trailer.
Oh god,
Because
yeah.
it feels a lot like 3.
3, tad bit of 2.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, with the whole like, we know what? Everyone always doesn't suspect the doll, but in 2 they did it extra.
Yeah, and it's like there's 2 dolls.
Which is a beat for beat from 2.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Chucky told me he's coming for you.
Ooh, I'm really excited. Like, first of all, you guys know I love Chucky, so naturally this is gonna be my horror movie of the year right here. This is what I'm gonna be excited for in terms of horror.
Meanwhile, my 2 horror franchises, well, the ones that are confirmed to have a movie, one was canceled this year, the other one is pushed to next year.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that Friday the 13th was canceled.
I know.
I'm really upset about that too, because I was looking forward to that kinda.
I mean, at least we have the game.
Yeah, but I kind of want a story though, like a movie.
And for Halloween, we could play Michael Myers on Dead by Daylight.
I will not play Dead by Daylight, so there you go. I'd rather play the Friday the 13th game.
It's the same fucking game.
No, it's not. No, it's not. And you want to know why that is? Because Dead by Daylight is you're literally just running around a giant ass circle. At least in the Friday the 13th game, you have a whole entire campground to go around. Dead by Daylight. First of all, you can't even really play with your friends online on Dead by Daylight. That's what sucks about it too. But also you can't use the Michael Myers DLC in like a game in like a party match unless everyone that's playing has the same exact DLC as you.
On the console release, it comes with the DLC, as far as I know.
No, that's a completely separate DLC.
Really?
Yeah.
On the console?
On the console, yeah. The Michael Myers DLC is a completely separate DLC from the game. You have to buy that separately.
I could have sworn that was just a PC thing.
I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if I'm correct, I'm pretty sure because on Dash he had the console version. He didn't have Michael Myers right away.
It's weird.
Yeah, because he had the Xbox version. But
And I mean, like, it did just come out this month.
what, Dead by Daylight?
The console version.
Oh, okay. Oh, maybe with the console version. Oh, yeah, but
Well, I know the PC one has been out since last year.
wait a minute. But I thought the console version of the game was already out, like
No.
the digital version.
No.
Are you sure? I'm gonna have to go back and see. Correct us if we're wrong in the comments. If we don't find out beforehand, we'll probably find out after this podcast. But speaking of games, do you want to get into what you're talking about? Because you know more about this than I do.
Ooh, okay. So, you were talking about how your dreams were crushed for multiple things before? Well, last year people's dreams were crushed because of Nintendo not doing enough fucking stock for the NES Mini. Well, prepare to go through that again. Or will you have to? Because they announced the Super Nintendo Classic with 9 less games than last time. And the game list, which is right in front of me, is Contra 3, Donkey Kong Country, Earthbound, which I am excited for the most.
You know what? That makes me want to get it, because I've been so interested to play that game for like years.
I've been playing it on emulator.
Oh, really?
Fucking great. Final Fantasy 3, or should I say 6, because it's actually 6. F-Zero, Kirby Superstar, Kirby's Dream Course, The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, Mega Man X, which in my opinion is the best Mega Man game, Secret of Mana, which makes no sense because you can only have 2 controllers, Star Fox, Street Fighter 2 Turbo Hyper Fighting, Super Castlevania 4, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Super Mario Kart, Super Mario RPG: The Legend of the Seven Stars, Super Mario World, Super Metroid, Super Punch-Out, and Yoshi's Island. And the never-before-released Star Fox 2.
Give me a second, I'm looking something up.
It's worth it just for Star Fox 2,
Wait,
in my opinion.
Super Nintendo?
Yep.
Alright.
SNES Classic.
Okay, where's Mortal Kombat 3? Where's Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 at? I want my Mortal Kombat game. Why am I getting the Mortal Kombat game on this thing?
Well, we don't have fucking Chrono Trigger, so we can't have everything we want.
Oh, come on. I just... Alright, the buying point for me would have been a Mortal Kombat game. I'm not going to get this just because of Earthbound.
Well, Super Castlevania 4 is a very great game. Super Mario World is great. And as I just said, Mega Man X is, in my opinion, the best Mega Man game.
Mega Man Zero is the best
fuck off.
Mega Man game of all time. Alright, oh jeez, we're just getting more news up the ass now, the more and we were just about to close after this too. Okay, wait, because there's something interesting on here.
Well, there's a little bit I have to say about the Super Nintendo first. And before I said you might not have to worry about it is because Nintendo has said they will sell significantly more units. And it's going to be released in September, and they said it will be selling for the rest of calendar year 2017. So we might have a lot more being out there than we think there will be. Even though scalpers are already, even though it is not released, they're already on eBay asking for higher prices for an $80 mini console.
Wait, does it have more games on it? Like, do they put more games on it themselves?
I just said the entire game list.
Oh, wait. I thought you were talking about the mini Nintendo, like, for a minute. Well, not... Yeah, wait.
The... people do add games... Did add games to the mini NES, but scalpers, they're like, oh... We're gonna buy all of them at the store and then sell on eBay for $250.
I think when people were selling versions that had more games on it on eBay for more.
Oh,
so
I
was about
wish.
to say that'd be worth it because I'd honestly buy that. That's the main problem that I have with that system is the fact that there's not that many games on there and none of them are really all that good.
Actually, a lot of these games on the Super NES one.
Okay, well, Adi Shankar reveals the cast of Netflix's animated Castlevania series.
What?
No,
You what, boy?
No one worth of mentioning on here because
Fuck.
I've never heard of any of these guys before. I'll read it off to you though.
Okay.
Now taking to his YouTube page, Shankar has announced the cast of the animated series, including Graham McTavish, Richard Armitage, and James Callis.
That one sounds a little bit familiar.
Yeah. Alright, Graham McTavish is playing Dracula's voice. I don't know who that guy is, I'm not familiar with him. Okay. Nothing all too amazing about that. I think I saw something on the Batman. Edgar Wright might be up for a DC movie. Huh.
Cool. Please be Nightwing.
No, that guy doing the who did the Lego Batman movie is doing Nightwing. I don't know if he's directing it. I think no, he's directing it. Never mind. When asked by ScreenGeek.net if he would take on a DC Extended Universe film, Wright did not rule out the possibility. I don't know, Wright explained. I'm really not too familiar with their heroes, so I couldn't say which one I would do. Everyone wanted Edgar Wright to do The Flash.
Oh god, yeah.
I want the Lord and Chris Miller to do The Flash, though. Supergirl Star says playing Cyborg Superman is boring. Yeah, because he's a fucking boring character.
Oh, I saw that article, but I wasn't sure if that was something worthy of talking about.
Marvel Spider-Man trailer for the TV show, new animated show trailer just released. Edgar Wright and his heartbreaking split from Ant-Man.
Oh yeah, how he will not see the movie?
Oh, he hasn't seen it?
He refuses.
Oh, wow. Oh.
I guess there's a lot more that happened behind the scenes than we know.
If I'm correct, going back, I think it was creative differences they said that made them not want to do it. By the way, speaking of creative differences, I want to re-correct myself if someone hasn't already in the comments, because I said that Phil Lord and Chris Miller left Han Solo with only 3 weeks of filming. There was 3 weeks of filming left, and then they left. And the reason why that is, I don't think we talked about it, is because that they said that Phil Lord and Chris Miller were trying to do too much improv, and they made the character of Han Solo too jokey, which is not his character. Which I understand. I understand that. But like, you're getting two actors who are famous off of most of their films being improv.
Exactly.
What were you expecting getting yourself into when you hired them? First of all, these two people weren't the right job to do a Han Solo movie, period. I love The Lord and Chris Miller. I love Clone High. Hands down one of my favorite all-time animated shows. What else did I do? I love the Lego movie. I loved 21 Jump Street. I liked 22 Jump Street, even though that's not...
I haven't seen it.
It's not as good as the first movie, but it's good. It's alright for a sequel to that movie.
I remember when it came out, everyone said it was better.
What, 22 Jump Street?
Yeah, everyone said it.
Oh, shit.
At least in my memory, I think everyone said it.
Yeah. What else did they do? I think it's all the memory that I can remember them doing. I don't think they did anything else that I liked. Let's see. Look it up right now. Phil Lord and Chris Miller.
You know,
What?
I am happy that they're going back to the Flash.
Well, they might be going back to the Flash.
That's right,
That's still
that's
a
right.
rumor. Oh, they did Clyde with a Chance of Meatballs.
I liked that when I was younger.
Yeah, I didn't like it at first, but I have a new love for it now. Oh, they're also doing
Gummy bears.
they're doing the Lego Ninjago movie, which I still think should have just been based off the TV show, but I guess not.
I forgot that was even happening.
Yeah, the trailer was funny though. I like the trailer, but they also did the infamous Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2, the really bad one.
I haven't seen that, and I refuse
Don't.
to see it.
Don't watch it. Let's see. I think that's kind of it. I think I saw something about Matt Reeves saying that the Batman will be noir style. I mean, that's that. There's not really much to say there about that. Wait a minute, let me see something actually. I'm actually really interested in something.
Alright, I just seen something, and it it really is not podcast worthy. This is something we're going to talk after this is over.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to that article real quick though about the Batman thing. Why even see it? It was a thing from YouTube, a thumbnail from YouTube. What is it? Oh, we didn't talk about this. Detective driven. Okay, good. So again, another legitimate Batman movie. It'll be noir / detective driven. Good.
That's great.
I mean, I don't really like Batman, but Batman to me is the detective. He's not the Christian Bale bullshit version that's, like, does whatever the fuck he does. What else do we have here? How long have we been going for?
Oh,
Are we
we've been...
past the 1:30 mark?
Let me check. We're on, like, an hour and 5 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, wow. Okay, Oh, we didn't talk about the Rick and Morty Season 3 trailer.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because I remember not even the other day you were telling me there was rumors that the show might have been, like, canceled.
Mm-hmm. And you were almost about to believe that.
And I'm glad I didn't believe it because... Actually, no, I wish I believed it because on this news, like, seeing the trailer would have been more hype for me than I already was. I was really excited. Oh, my God, I cannot wait. So this summer, it's, if I'm correct, it should
July 30th.
Oh, my God. I just want it now. I want it now already. Actually, I don't want it now.
Now, it is said that the season will be more Beth and Summer driven, like focus.
But we had a lot of summer focus last season. Aw, I mean, alright, I guess.
Well, last season was about how Rick affects other people.
Okay, yeah.
So,
yeah, but there's a lot of summer episodes, if I'm correct.
Yeah. Where are my balls, Summer?
Testicles.
Whatever.
The hands down the best episode from season 1. I don't care what anyone says. No, I'm really excited. I'm really excited about this. I want Mr. Meeseeks to come back, first of all, because we haven't seen him at all since season 1.
And, like, very fan favorite.
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah, he's on a lot of the promotional stuff and everything. Not, like, he's on a lot of
I mean, I'd rather
t-shirts.
see more Mr. Poopy Butthole, but...
Oh yeah, true. Mr. Poopy Butthole. I want to see more Phoenix person. I'm really curious to how that's going to go down. Alright, I mean, I think that's kind of it. Yeah, should I wrap it up?
Yeah.
Alright. This has been this week's Keondre and Frank's podcast. I'm Keondre.
I'm Frank.
And don't forget to like and subscribe. And like our Facebook page, like the video. Or dislike, doesn't really matter. Whatever.
Just for some way or shape and form, get us out there.
Yeah. Share it and everything like that. Like our Instagram page too, because we didn't plug that last time.
I thought
also,
we did.
No. Also, Infinity Wolf Entertainment. Yeah, so see you guys next time, guys. Stay awesome.